CFA level 2 is the toughest level in the entire CFA curriculum. Or is it? Let's find out in this video. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing very good. Today's video is specially for all my CFA level 2 viewers. I'm going to be talking about 3 things in this one video itself. Number 1, I'm going to be talking about, is CFA level 2 really as hard as people proclaim it to be? What the hype is around it being the toughest level? We'll cover that. Number 2, I'm going to be sharing with you a subject sequence that I feel helped me pass the level, and you might also want to consider it. I'm going to tell you exactly why I have selected this particular sequence. I'm going to tell you the logic and reasoning behind it. And number 3, and my most favorite part of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you an absolutely underrated tip that will help you immensely in your CFA level 2 journey. So make sure that you stay till the very end and do not go anywhere. Let's get started with this video, but before that, if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe. I need all your love and support. If you're already a part of my channel, then thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. So, starting with the first topic, first point, is CFA level 2 really the hardest level? You guys might have heard, and I have also heard it actually, so I'll tell you. If you do level 2, people are like, oh yeah, it's more than enough, level 2 kar liya, it's the toughest, it's this, it's that. Even if you Google what is the hardest CFA level, it'll show that most people believe it is CFA level 2. There is so much of conjecture, so much of fear around CFA level 2 in particular. I will tell you my opinion. According to me, it is not the hardest level. Very out of the box, very unique, but it really isn't. In fact, for me, it was one of my most favorite CFA levels, and I think I will always stick to that. Then why so much hype? I can't be the only one. Am I just saying this to convince you people or get more content? Absolutely not. I will tell you why people count it as hard. 2 things. First things first, it is the first time you are transitioning from regular MCQ based questions to proper case study, comprehensions or vignette based questions as the institute calls it. तो वो थोड़ा सा टफ लगता है, especially when you are practicing end of chapter curricular questions, because the comprehensions they give in the end of chapter curriculum questions are so long that you tend to get lost. Oh my god, will it be that lengthy in the exam? How can I remember? How can I do this? Sorry for the sound. But yes, so far जो मैंने देखा है, the vignettes or the comprehensions are not as long in the exam. Again, this is an observation, it can also change, but yeah, this is a tip I'm just sharing. But coming back to why people count it hard is because of the transition. Level 1 में आप खाली direct MCQ, one question, one that, there's not too much to think. In level 2, an entire case study is dependent on all 4 to 5 answers. So it's like you need to keep an eye. अगर कुछ भी आपने suppose first paragraph पढ़ के आप आंसर नहीं, अगर आपको कुछ ऊपर नीचे पढ़ना है, question कुछ है, कहाँ जाना है, that confusion, that mind alertness takes a little bit time to grasp. Hence, people find it tough. Number 2, and the most major reason why people find level 2 very tough is because level 2 is heavy on calculations. And most people around us, it is a known fact, बचपन से स्कूल में भी बहुत सारे बच्चों को मैथ्स नहीं पसंद, नंबर्स नहीं पसंद, नंबर्स देख के एंग्जाइटी होती. It's not maths, it is more of logical solving but number based. There are calculations, but it's not that there is maths involved of trigonometry or derivations or integration. वो वाली maths नहीं है. Obviously you just need to know addition, subtraction, division and calculator functions. उतने functions आ गए maths के बहुत है, but there are a lot of numbers as compared to level 1. Hence again people find it tough because comfort zone कम हो जाता है. Like I said, a lot of people get anxious numbers देख के, because of which level 2 को बोल दिया है the hardest level. Like I said and like I repeat, मुझे hardest नहीं लगा, especially if you like numbers. Even if you do not like numbers, I'm gonna tell you one tip that I really feel everybody should follow is, please अपने दिमाग से हटा दो कि ये hardest level है, ये easy level है, ये tough level है, this is a hard level, level 1 is easy, level 2 is hard, level 3 is easy, etc, etc. You know this confusion? Because the more you read it, the more you feed it, you're putting it in your mind. अब ये actually hard लगेगा भी नहीं ना आपको. In your mind you'll start thinking नहीं ये बहुत hard level है, मुझसे होगा नहीं, या मुझे आ नहीं है questions because this is a very hard level. You don't need to. Hard word itself is very subjective. When I was giving level 2, we were like a group of 4-5 girls together. तो उसमें भी बहुत डिफरेंशिएशन था इन द सेंस कि 2-3 ऑफ अस लाइक्ड one subject we found very easy, and that there was one girl who absolutely disliked that subject, and then she liked one thing जो हमें समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था, मुझे भी नहीं समझ आ रहा था. So hard, easy is very subjective. I really recommend that आप पढ़ो ही मत इसमें. Why are you putting and feeding that in your mind? It's absolutely baseless and a waste of time. Just keep going, it's gonna work fine. Now, second point, the subject sequence that can possibly help you crack your CFA level 2, and I'll tell you why I have selected this subject sequence. Let me just jot it out first. Starting with fixed income, going to derivatives, doing alternative investments, touch base on eco, ethics revision, FRA or FSA as we call it today, corporate finance, equity, portfolio management, and quants. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I have selected this and why did I also use it. Start with fixed income. Okay, I don't know why I have an obsession with starting with fixed income. I'll tell you why. Number one, and a good news for you guys, fixed income of level 2 is much more easier than level 1. In fact, much क्या बहुत ज़्यादा easier है than level 1, especially in terms of understanding. Okay, starting with fixed income, which a subject that you or most people found tough in level 1, will give you a sudden boost of confidence, क्योंकि ये सब जो सुना है ना, level 2 is tough, hardest, this that, उस point के बाद you need something that can calm you down to show you that I can do it, and fixed income will be that subject, believe me. You start with fixed income. It is very easy to understand. In fact, level 2 का पूरा curriculum is very easy to understand, just the practice is where you need to really be careful. I'm gonna get into that as well. Start with fixed income. It will give you that boost of confidence कि wow यार level 1 में कितना tough था, suddenly level 2 में it became so much better, understanding ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. You will feel confident enough to give the entire level 2. Yes, जब you practice questions थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे होगा, be calm about it. समझ आ गया ना concept, बहुत बड़ी बात है, keep going, don't stop. Move forward, next subject, go to derivatives. Reason, फिक्स्ड इनकम अगर वो बूस्ट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस दे देगा तो वी डू नॉट वांट अ बूस्ट ऑफ ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस ऑल्सो, क्योंकि ऐसा ना हो जाए कि वी स्टार्ट टेकिंग थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड, एंड दैट इज वेयर डेरिवेटिव्स विल स्टेप इनटू द पिक्चर. Derivatives, again, especially if you are going for classes, it is not as hard to understand, but it is extremely heavy on calculations, on problem solving. और उसमें practice में, especially when you start solving the end of chapter curriculum questions in derivatives, I shouldn't say this, but I will just say it. It's a Bombay slang हम बोलते हैं, maybe it's another city का slang also. Let me know in the comment section. Literally नानी याद आ जाएगी वो करके, because it will boggle your mind कि पढ़ने में तो इतना easy लगा था, questions इतने tough कैसे हो गए derivatives के. So derivatives will bring back that reality check for you. Also fixed income और derivatives का कुछ parts थोड़ा similar है, दोनों में options हैं, so it kind of collides. It's a good combination to keep together. Derivatives करने के बाद your mind will be so heavy, so boggled, so maybe demotivated that you do need to do something light, something to calm your mind, like a cooler subject, like I like to call it, and that is where you will bring into alternative investments. बहुत मज़ेदार सब्जेक्ट है, बहुत easy सब्जेक्ट है करने को. You'll enjoy it, you'll have fun, and it is very relaxing as compared to derivatives. Derivatives के बाद ना it will feel like a बेहतर फ्रेश है. एंड अगेन फिक्स्ड इनकम, डेरिवेटिव्स, ऑल्टरनेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को यूजुअली एक ब्लॉक में करना इज सजेस्टेड बिकॉज दे हैव ओवरलैपिंग टॉपिक्स इन बिटवीन. आफ्टर ऑल्टरनेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट्स यू विल टच बेस टू इको, ओके, इकोनॉमिक्स, इको. द रीजन फॉर दैट इज इको का कुछ पार्ट्स इज सिमिलर टू डेरिवेटिव, सो इट इज लाइक अ जस्ट प्रीवियस टॉप में किया इट इज हियर एंड यू डूइंग इको, तो वो रिविजन थोड़ी बेटर होगी. अगेन इको fairly easy to understand. It is in practice where you'll find it very tough. It was one of my toughest subjects on the exam day as well, but like I said, it is best to keep it somewhere around derivatives क्योंकि वो एक ही similar questions है दोनों के, similar pattern है, so it's good to keep that. Once you finish these 4, it's almost that you have finished one section of studying. I like to call this the one section, the debt option section I call it. It can make sense, it cannot make sense, but I call that. तो वो ख़त्म कर लिया. ब्रेकर पॉइंट में read ethics once. Just because you feel कि ethics of level 2 is absolutely same of level 1, सारे standards same है, मैं क्यों पढ़ूँ फिर से? पढ़ना पड़ेगा, do not ignore it, please. the way ethics was asked in level 1 and the way ethics will be asked in level 2 में ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क है, and you do not want to get lost or lose out on your level 2 just because of ethics. एक बार पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, just for a quick refresh of memory, and from the day you study it, at least solve one case study every alternate day, if not every day, till 1 month before your exam. 1 month before your exam तो every day करना है. But keep in touch with ethics always, because ethics आप फिर से रिवाइज नहीं करोगे एंड में, तब खाली प्रैक्टिस होगा. बट एक बार during the course पढ़ना ज़रूरी है, and that is good to keep pretty much exactly as a midpoint. That is after finishing the first 4 subjects, one section doing ethics. It's a good point. It will also calm your mind down क्योंकि पढ़ा हुआ है, किया हुआ है, देखा हुआ exactly. There's nothing new. So it's like a good, again, cooler for your mind after a heavy subject like eco. Again, cooler subject के बाद आता है a little heavier subject, that is FRA or FSA as we call it today. FRA or FSA is actually easier than level 1 in the sense that इसमें memorization बहुत ज़्यादा कम है. Level 1 में a lot of you would agree there was so many things to memorize, the difference between IFRS and GAP, कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ आती है. It was very mind boggling. In level 2 वो memorization कम हो जाती है, but mind की alertness बहुत ज़्यादा. You need to be there because it will be like data. You need to figure out कि कैसे solve करना है, कैसे निकालना है, क्या निकालना है, क्या करना है. इसकी टिप आएगी एंड में, so do not miss it. So FSA और FRA will be your next subject. It is a little bit heavy, hence after ethics immediately जब mind थोड़ा शांत है तब उसको पकड़ लो, because you need a little bit calm mind to do it. Right after FSA or FRA, again I'm putting a coolant subject in between. That is corporate finance. It is like alternative investments. It's amazing, it's fun, it's easy, it's breezy. Push it out of the way. After corporate finance, you will hit onto the largest subject in terms of number of chapters in it, that is equity. Equity is absolutely not hard, but it is a large portion. तो वो please इस time पे ख़त्म कर लो and go through it well. Once, if you do it one time very very well, I don't even see the reason for you to reread it again if you do it well in the first time. Equity के बाद portfolio management and quants you can keep in any order. You can do first portfolio, first do quants, portfolio, whatever. You can choose the sequence, that doesn't matter. The reason I have specifically kept portfolio management and quants in the absolute end is because these are the 2 subjects in level 2 जहाँ पे memorization है काफ़ी सारा as compared to all the other 8 subjects, right? अब memorization क्या होता है, theory ज़्यादा होता है, so you need to memorize things. It's not something that you are really doing logical application or using reasoning. It's more about वो है fact वैसे लिखना है या वो है ये करना है. And that is why I like to keep it in the end because it's fresh. After your first detailed reading, your revision will start, right? So if you keep these 2 memorization subjects in the end, just when you start your revision, you don't really need to reread it. You can start your revision by just constantly practicing questions from these 2 subjects, and that will help you stay in touch with it throughout till you give your exam. Hence, I like to always keep memorization subjects in the last. If any of you are there with me since level 1, you would remember I said do FRA last for this exact reason. So yes, quants या portfolio management में से you can switch either ऊपर नीचे, it doesn't make a difference. And that is the sequence I would suggest that you guys follow. I did, and I know it really helped me. It is always good to keep hard, easy, hard, easy, hard, easy, because boost of confidence के बाद a little bit of a reality check is important. Also, a better reasoning would be, once your mind gets very boggled, it is important to cool it down. That's why I call it like the cooler subjects. Coolant subjects actually. Corporate finance हो गया, AI हो गया, equity हो गया. So these are like calm you down subjects. Ethics. When I say calm you down subjects, doesn't mean that they are not important or they don't have any weightage. In fact, the easier the subjects, you should really target कि इसमें तो मुझे full आ जाने चाहिए, जो आ भी सकते हैं. So those are very important subjects, but coolant in the sense that it is not very mind-boggling to study. Now, coming to the most underrated tip of CFA level 2. Actually, underrated because nobody has ever said it. At least I have not heard it so far. And I am sharing it with you. I did it randomly and I feel that it was a game changer for me. So, I will tell you. CFA level 2, like I said, समझने में, आपने सुना होगा, I said it for derivatives, I said it for eco, I said it for FRA, कि यार समझने में ना hard नहीं लगता. When you're reading it, when you're studying it, it seems extremely easy. You'll be like, अरे क्यों बोलते हैं लोग hard है ये वो है. It is when you start practicing where you start getting nervous, where you start getting anxious, because the questions are very प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग बेस्ड. ऐसे स्कूल में नहीं होता था प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग इन मैथ्स, ऐसे होते थे. डजंट नेसेसरली वी हैव टू बी इन नंबर फॉर्मेट, बट इट इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. योर माइंड नीड्स टू बी वेरी शार्प टू अंडरस्टैंड पूछा क्या है, निकालना क्या है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर डूइंग डेरिवेटिव्स, इफ यू गाइज हैव स्टार्टेड स्टडिंग, तो यू नीड टू be very sharp. ऐसे questions आते हैं ना, that if I have sold a forward contract today and I want to find I've sold a 90-day forward contract today, but I want to find out the value that I will get 30 days from today, what would it be? First thing, oh my god, ये क्या था, 30 days आज बेचा, 90 days ऐसे हो जाएगा. ये तो मैंने बहुत ही बेसिक फॉर्म में बोला, उस बीच में फ्री रेट आ जाएगा, ये आ जाएगा, वो आ जाएगा, करेंसी आ जाएगा, सब कुछ आ जाएगा. How will you do it? You need to be absolutely alert to know, first of all, value means profit निकालना है, 30th day पे निकालना है. प्रॉफिट निकालना सबसे बेसिक क्या होता है, सेलिंग प्राइस माइनस कॉस्ट प्राइस. तो आपको 30th डे पे जाके सबसे पहले उल्टा करना पड़ेगा, सेलिंग प्राइस का कॉस्ट प्राइस निकालना पड़ेगा, एंड देन कॉस्ट प्राइस, फिर जो सेलिंग प्राइस था उसको भी 30th डे पे लाके उसका सब्ट्रैक्शन करके देन ब्रिंग इट बैक टू डे 0, ब्रिंग इट बैक टू डे 90. यू नीड टू बी अलर्ट टू इमीडिएटली थिंक ऑन योर फीट. पढ़ते ही आएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फिक्स्ड इनकम जो बाइनॉमियल ट्रीज बनते हैं, यू नीड टू बी अलर्ट कि कितने ट्रीज बनेंगे, 2 ईयर पे एंड होगा, 3 ईयर पे एंड होगा, क्या होगा, कैसे होगा. उसके लिए आपको चाहिए शार्पनेस. योर माइंड नीड्स टू बी एक्सट्रीमली अलर्ट. एंड अलर्ट पता है कैसे होगा आपको, कैसे आपको अपने माइंड को ना समझना है दैट इट्स अ नाइफ. I hope that nobody takes this in a wrong way. I'm just trying to explain it in an example format. You need to really consider your mind to be a knife. और जैसे नाइफ तब बेटर चलता है जब वो सबसे ज़्यादा शार्प होता है ना. लोग कैसे शार्पन करते हैं नाइफ को, आपको वैसे ही अपने दिमाग को कॉन्स्टेंटली शार्पन करना होगा. एंड दैट इज नॉट नेसेसरली जस्ट बाय स्टडिंग द सिलेबस. आई एम गोना टेल यू 2 ways दैट हेल्प्ड मी एंड यू विल बी शॉक्ड कि भाई ये, बट येस ये. फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट, एंड एक्सट्रीमली चाइल्डिश आई नो, बट जस्ट स्टार्ट इट. टेक 10 minutes a day, रैंडमली करो, यू विल रियली थैंक मी. मेंटल मैथ्स एवरी सिंगल डे. बोलोगे व्हाट, you want us to buy those mental maths books? Quick maths, for example, I do it with my mom a lot. कभी कोई घर पे कुछ आ जाता है, या धोबी आते हैं, ड्राई क्लीनर्स आते हैं, और you're ordering something from Swiggy or Zepto, तो बिल आता है immediately ना. My mom purposely has always been doing it since school. She'll be like this plus this plus this plus this answer, and usually you're not doing it on a calculator, you're saying it orally. You'll be like, are you serious? It gives you the power to take in a lot of number data and give answers quickly. It's not that exam में आपको calculator allowed नहीं होगा. You will be allowed a calculator, so don't worry about that. It is just to get your mind to be so alert कि when data is suddenly thrown, you can manage. So just randomly कभी कुछ दिख गया, घर पे कुछ आ रहा है, या you are ordering something and you order, say suppose you're on Myntra, okay, and you're ordering a few items. Before you reach the billing section, आप खुद देख के बोलो this plus this plus this plus will be this, okay? Or if you're giving money to, say, the Ola guy or your Uber driver or something, so give him money, in your head please calculate, okay, I'm giving him this much, I should get back this much. That quick alertness, keep doing it. Stop using a calculator for day-to-day calculations. While studying, please use a calculator. ये बिल्कुल गलत मतलब मत समझना, but for day-to-day calculations or day-to-day alertness, try to be very quick. Try to do a little bit of mental maths constantly in your life. Tell your mother, tell your siblings, tell somebody from your house to keep asking you these questions randomly. It really helps. It is extremely underrated. Point number 2, tip number 2, जो literally सभी कर सकते हैं, because first वाला I can understand कि कभी कभी नहीं हो पाता. Tip number 2, absolute game changer. Every day for 5 to 10 minutes, don't overdo it, but 5 to 10 minutes every single day, play one mind game. Something like a Sudoku, a number match, a word game, a puzzle, something like that. I used to play Sudoku, a number match, I'm being very honest about it. It is absolutely a game changer, because when you play such games, you may feel that, oh my god, I'm enjoying for 5-10 minutes, which you are, it's great. But at the same time, you don't know how fast and alert your mind is getting. It is acting like that sharpener for that knife. It is acting like the sharpener for your brain. Because your mind starts thinking faster. जब वो timer लगा होता है game में, your mind starts getting more alert. It's very comfortable कि मुझे जल्दी करना है. And believe it or not, level 2 के questions are very problem solving based. It is not tough. It is just how easily can you catch कि भाई problem क्या है और निकालना क्या है और कैसे निकालना है, क्या लॉजिकल वे हो सकता है इसको निकालने का. और ये इन सब चीज़ों से आएगा. So it is an absolutely underrated tip, but I have done it and I know it has helped me immensely. I passed level 2 in literally one attempt. आपको पता है ये बात. So you may also want to check it out. I think it will really be helpful to you. अब ये वीडियो काफ़ी लंबा हो चुका है, but I hope it is helpful and valuable to you. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, any suggestions, any secret such tips to, you know, sharpen your mind. I also want to know. I also want to make myself better. So please let me know. But yes, that is it for this video. If you liked it, if you resonated with it, if you found it valuable, then please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.